Hello, and welcome back to the Blooming Journal Live. It's me, Colleen Watson, president of Century Plant Publishing. And today we are going to continue our series with Start the Year Right. Get everything in order this year. And so we are continuing to focus on your bio and or about section. That includes on your website, on your social media pages, wherever they are. And so today I'm going to talk about one of the things to consider when writing and or rewriting your bio, right? So let's consider, where do you want to be 5 years from now? Do you have a 5-year plan? What do you have a tentative idea? Why am I asking you this? I mean, after all, haven't I said that like you're going to pivot a lot? You know, the length of a good About Me page is 2 years max. So why am I focusing out 5 years? Well, that doesn't mean that you don't have a plan, and it doesn't mean that you don't start writing towards the future you want now. What do I mean by that? So let's say that right now you make pens. You make handmade wooden pens. I don't know. But pens are just where you want to start. You eventually want to expand into stationery, desk things, office sort of supplies. And you're starting with pens because they're unique and can be branded in fun ways. So we're starting with pens, but you want to expand into other things. Well, you're going to maybe, instead of just focusing on pens, you want to talk about how you are a woodworker, how you love working with wood, how you think natural things increase productivity, those sorts of things, so that when you are reaching out and starting another line of things that is still wood-based but is much more office generalized, you will have already laid the foundation for it in what you have now. Now, does that mean things aren't going to change? Of course, it doesn't mean things aren't going to change. I mean, we're talking about the ideal world. And in the ideal world, 5 years from now, you want to be here. And so you want to start, laying the basic groundwork already in your about sections. So that way, when, I come back, because I'm going to come back at some point in the beginning of 2025 and talk about, hey, have you looked at your bio? Is it time to redo it? And you're going to want to do that every year. Maybe, you're going to need to change some things, but because you've thought it out a little bit, you're not going to need to change a lot. You can, you have a good base that you can add and subtract from. And so that way it's not a total redo, it's a revision. And revision is easier because you revise with something you already have. It's much easier to do that than to completely start from scratch. Now, does that mean it's never going to happen? No, it doesn't mean it's never going to happen. Can I help you do both? Absolutely, I can help you do both. But right now, when we're thinking ahead, let us think about, when we're thinking about, just in the back of our mind, where do we want to be in 5 years? So if you are ready to start the year right by getting a new and or improved About Me page, I am running a class. So January 27th, we are going to look at your bio, and either write a new one, revise what you have, whatever it is. This workshop is for you. The tickets are available in your in the show notes, so please check it out. I would love to have you, and thank you for joining me today. For those of you who've been doing it all along, thank you so much. For those of you just stopping your scroll today, thank you so much for that. And remember, rock stars, it's never too late to bloom. Have a wonderful day.